getting the day started. Taking the skirting off, then I will take the siding off, and then I will take the inner layer of plywood off so I can frame the door opening. Now that that is finished, it's time to start framing in the floor. It couldn't be an easier floor. This is a 10 by 10 room and the studs and track are 10 by 10. I got the studs removed for the door opening. It's actually going to be a wrapped opening. I'm going to put a barn door on that side, also on the opposite side for the bathroom. That takes up a lot less swing space. I've got the floor framed out. Next I need to get it square, and then I'll need to cut my 90 metal, which is 3" by 3" 16 gauge, and get it perfectly level and sink that, all the corners, in concrete. So more fun. It's actually very windy and it's been about 29 degrees, so it's kind of tough. The batteries don't last very long on the screw gun and the saws and stuff. Now I need to clean the holes out, get all that loose dirt out so I have a hard bottom there for the concrete to sit and nothing will sag later. After getting the 90 metal installed, I got to go to town and get some concrete so I can concrete it in and it will stay in place. I underestimated the amount of concrete, had to go back to town and get 2 more bags, 1 more bag for each hole, and that did the trick. Here's a recap of day 3. Sorry about the wind, but I got my siding all taken off and the studs in the wall taken out and made a opening. I'm gonna have a wrapped opening there with a barn door. And then I got my floor all framed and screwed off, level and square. And then I got my posts in the ground, which is 90 metal, and I've got 3 bags of concrete in each, 60-pound bags, so that'll hold it in place. So not bad, it's moving right along, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. Day number 4. I got up about 5:30 this morning and it was 18 degrees out. Well, it's now 6:45 and it's 32 degrees. There is not a cloud in the sky, no wind, which is awesome. But I have to wait and let it get a little bit warmer. The metal studs are freezing, and I put liquid nails on the metal stud first and then lay the plywood down and screw it off. So I'll have to wait and let that metal get warm and get started. So it is Saturday morning, so I think I'm gonna get up, but just drink a little coffee, relax for another hour, let it time to warm up, and get the party started. Time to take a drive to go into town and get some liquid nails. This is my buddy's property here. He's the tow truck driver in this area, so he brings vehicles here every once in a while. And then this guy straight ahead, he has a siding, like a, I don't know what you call it. They get all the corral boards and then they split them down the middle and sell it for distressed siding. But this is my long drive to town. which is not too bad at all. This town has 2 gas stations, 2 churches, 1 general store, 1 bar/restaurant, and that's it. Population 158. My buddy owns that gas station, the tow truck driver, one of the gas stations in town. Oh yeah, and this white building here is a state-run liquor store. That's it. And here's the other gas station. It's got 2 pumps, really nice. And there's the general store. Here we go. And they have just about everything in here. I went yesterday and bought concrete for them, post mix for my posts. But that's it. It's warmed up enough and I could put the liquid nails on the studs, and time to get started with the plywood. Yay. My neighbors came to visit. They usually come and hang out, watch what I'm doing. If I get too close to them, they run off. Pretty cool. Oops, I forgot to cut one side. Oh well, more walking for me. Yay, now that the floor's done, it's time to start framing some walls. Pretty simple, but a lot of back and forth and running around. Wall number 2. Just as easy, only 6 inches shorter. The hard part was when I went to lift it up, it slipped off the floor. Oops. Well, pretty good day. It actually warmed up. I got to take the jackets off and the sweatshirt off, but I got the flooring completely in, and I've got 2 of the 3 walls completely framed out. The front wall, there's 2 studs in the middle that are just sitting in there because I'm gonna go buy a window tomorrow and I have to frame out for the window. But tomorrow's gonna be a travel day. I gotta drive to Billings, which is an hour and a half away, and pick up some roofing and stuff. I guess we've got some major rain coming the next couple days, so starting Monday. So there you go.